I wanted to talk about this beautiful little rose quartz stone and the capacity it has to get rid of anger. Rose quartz is a beautiful healing stone that can help you tune into the heart and help you tune into the energy of compassion, to love, to hope, to even happiness. And I think a lot of people are focused on anger right now in the world. And I'm trying to find a way to get rid of that. Because I think the energy of anger is so disruptive. And I feel like we just need to talk about this more. I know that when you get angry, it's better to express it than hold it in. And you certainly should express anger in a safe way. But there is also something to be said about finding the energy to rise above it, to just let it go. And I've been trying to do that. And I've done a lot of things to help myself in that process. I've stopped watching the news. I really only stream shows that I really want to watch, that to me are relaxing. And while those may not be relaxing to you, murder mysteries, I find them relaxing. And it's just something about watching a really good story that helps me relax. And there are times when I just enjoy listening to music, having a good cup of tea, and just closing my eyes and just focusing on the emotion of compassion. I had an experience the other day, and you might have experienced this at some point, where I prejudged someone thinking, oh my gosh, she must have the best life. Look how happy she looks. Look how peaceful she looks. She just looks so young and healthy, and she just must have a wonderful life. And she probably doesn't have any problems, which is such an error of judgment on my part. And I talked to her the other day, and we were just commiserating and talking about our kids and life, so on and so forth. And she told me that she was going through a really difficult time. And I had complimented her on her hair, which she had colored. And I said, oh my gosh, that looks so pretty on you. And she said, oh, you just made my day. I've been feeling so down. I'm going through divorce. We're splitting up everything. And I've just felt so bad about everything. And I just thought to myself how I had misjudged her. And it turns out we had a lot of the same commonalities. And I really enjoyed talking to her. And I think we made each other feel better in the end, because I shared a few of the things I was going through at the time. And so it was really encouraging to me that I found a flaw in myself, which is just judging people before you know the whole story. And a lot of that is my own anger, and not even at the world, probably at myself for some of the decisions I've made that maybe I deemed were not great decisions over the years. And I saw a video the other day from a Buddhist teacher, which I love the Buddhist teaching. I am a Christian, but I love all religions. I love the idea that we're all open and we can discuss what we believe. And I love some of the wisdom of the Buddhist teachings. This is one of my favorite tapestries of the Buddha on the beach, just channeling peace. And she said that God didn't care what kind of choices we make. What God does care about is how we react to them. Any situation can be made good or bad, depending on the lesson we learn from them, how we view them, how we react. Did we react with compassion? Did we react with love? Or did we react in a negative way, like me, judging people? And I really learned a lot about situations and kind of learned that no matter what kind of situation you are in, that you can take a positive spin on it. And you can look at yourself with compassion and go, you know what? You have been through some really hard times. And I think you're doing great. I think you've come through it with courage, with compassion, with a lot of love. And I think that it's okay to let the old story go. And that's what I'm attempting to do, letting the old story go. I've learned a lot from the old Leslie, but I can let her go now because it's time for a new me. It's time for me to fly and, shed the weight that's been holding me down. And I really want to do that together on this channel. And I want to be able to share my hopes and my dreams and my judgment and my anger. And I want to get through this with you. And I would love to know how you deal with anger. How do you diffuse it? Do you get angry really fast and then let it go? Or are you like me? You hold it in and hold it in and hold it in and hold it in and hold it in. And then one day you just explode. So I'm trying to get better at that. But just for today, I want to set a heartfelt, positive intention to focus on what I like to call openness, being open and hopeful at the same time, and being willing to let go of the old path that I may have been on, and being willing to travel on a new one. And I'm excited about that. And I hope that we can travel some of this journey together and learn maybe about new little crystals and learn how you can use them in a positive, loving way. And learn how you can maybe create a new path for yourself. So that is all I have to share for now. I hope you'll join me on future episodes on this very new YouTube channel.